Okay, we're in Old Newcastle right now. This is a pretty old place down here. I believe this is where the Swedes first landed, and shortly after, I guess, they had formed a colony across the river over in Jersey, Swedesboro, I think it was called. And then I believe the English came over and settled in here. William Penn was evidently in the area. I believe he was right around here at one point. You'll see a William Penn statue later on in my video I'm doing of Old Newcastle. I did a video on this area a while ago on my old channel. I took my old channel down, and if it wasn't stored in my archives, I lost a lot of stuff, I think. Anyway, we just passed a spot where supposedly I think George Washington actually slept there. It was a hotel, or an old, I guess it was a hotel at the time, or a bed and breakfast, or something, whatever the hell you call it. And over there's the British flag up there, a Swedish flag, and an American colony flag. That is the courthouse for Old Old Newcastle, way back in the day. And over here is where we're heading. There's a little archway that leads through this building here, and that's William Penn statue right there. Down here, I think that was called Arsenal or something. It was a little restaurant or something over here, but I've already been in this graveyard over here, videotaping some things. Haunted as heck, I think. Anyway, I'm going to turn this off for a second. We'll go in the graveyard in a minute. Hey, what's up there, YouTube? How you doing? Recording this on both my phones here. So one copy's going over to the one channel. The other one's going to my Legends and Tales of Josie Wales channel. This other one over here will be for my Pale Rider channel. It doesn't matter either way. What I'm going to do is walk around this neighborhood. It's a pretty neat area. First off, there's a graveyard right to the right of us right here. Haunted as heck. I've had some weird things happen walking through there. And then we're going to go down the street, and I'm going to show you. I already did all this once before, and literally caught an orb flying around my car when I came in here. I was talking about prisoners of Fort Delaware, which is right across the river, and a lady used to go down and bring them fried chicken, baskets of food, and whatnot. Her name was Julia Jefferson. I was talking about her. And all of a sudden, an orb flew. I didn't see it. It was on the camera. It flew right by me, real quick. So keep your eyes open. You never know. I'm right next to a graveyard with actual signer of the Declaration of Independence is in there. George Reed. His house is right around the corner. That's one of the places. Maybe I'll stop by there and film a little bit around there too. Really, really neat area. George Washington was evidently stayed in a place up the street at one time. And Marquez de Lafayette, who was George Washington's right-hand man. Other camera just died. That was weird. Wow. Maybe it's a ghost thing. It just went boom, I'm blank. Plenty of battery on that, which is a rarity for me if you know me. I'm pretty well charged still. I don't know what happened. So anyway, Lafayette fought at the Battle of Brandywine alongside George Washington. Actually got wounded. And years and years later, I think him and his son came over here to visit, maybe 20, 30 years later. And his son, I think, was getting married. He came over here. They were from France. And they were in this neighborhood visiting, whatever. So this place has had a lot of famous people back in the day. Benjamin Franklin was up in here. Probably tons of people we don't even know about that somehow very important to our history, which nowadays our history's going down the shitter. Like, it's so sad. The kids don't care about it, and because they got computers and they got, they don't have to do any thinking. They don't care. They don't give a shit about what came before. It's now, now, now. You know what? What came before is very important, and making a good future, knowing that, you're not to make the same mistakes, learning from your past is important. And they seem to be erasing that, the elites, because they want to be able to use the same tricks they used 2-3 decades ago on a whole new generation. That's my belief. Anyway, I'm going to get out and go over into this graveyard first, and we'll walk around. I'll tell you about it. Here we go. We're going inside the graveyard. I had to come back and refilm this. I lost part of it. And now it's almost evening time, a little more creepier. I think it's a little bit better in here than it was this earlier. This veteran, I guess, from a sergeant, Company D, 1st Battalion, during the Civil War, cavalry, Delaware Cavalry. Zachariah W. Gamil or something. Gamil. Well, anyway, let's hurry up and go over to see Mr. George Reed's grave again. I was over there, videotaped it, and something happened. My phone's been messing up, but I had 2 phones, so I made another video of it, and I sent that one out on my other channel, Pale Rider. Here you go. Right here is signer of the Declaration and the Constitution. Signed both of them. He died looks like the 21st of September, 1798. George Reed. He lived right across the street, over there. And it's a shame because, again, I'm sitting here ready to apologize to the guy for how careless we were with our Constitution, because it's almost torn up. We gotta stand up, people. Can't let them take our rights. Anyway, that's one of our forefathers, or I guess you call them, the people who fought to get this country started. Just give you a quick overview of what's in here, the other stuff. Look how old this is. 1790. Here lies the body of Anne, the wife of John Stockton, who departed this life the 15th of April, 1790, age 45 years. Yeah, that's probably a long life back in the day, 45 years. Wait a minute, let's read this. I don't know if you can read that. It's hard to read. I don't have a whole heck of a lot of storage left on this. This grave always stops me in my track, because I'm wondering, Richard Seymour Rodney, I'm wondering if this is Caesar Rodney's relative right here. Caesar Rodney also signed the Declaration, and he basically was known for a ride from Delaware, I think it was Lower Delaware, by horseback all the way up to Philadelphia for convention they were having to sign the, I don't know if it's declaration or the what do you call it? The Constitution. Caesar Rodney wrote that in a thunderstorm, lightning storm, to get up here. So a lot of people made took a lot of, here's another Rodney here. Might be his wife. This guy was born in West Point, New York. Rodney, or this lady. So a lot of people made a lot of sacrifices. Here you got Emily Reed. That's probably daughter of George Reed. George and Lisa Reed. Yep. That's the first time I saw that one. So, basically just wanted to show you the grave of George Reed there. And I'll tell you another quick little story over here. This happened a long time ago. Me and my friend were rolling through here out to the front gate there, or steps. And earlier, by the way, I mentioned this in the other video. I think that's a symbol of the sun god Ra. That might be a Masonic thing. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Could have been a Mason. Anyway, what I was saying is we came through here and I happened to notice right sitting up here was a harmonica. I picked it up for a minute, looked at it, and put it back down. Because down in Louisiana, there was a ghost show I saw where some voodoo practitioners used stuff like that for the dead to communicate, like a harmonica and different things. Well, there was one right there, and I just remembered it, so I sat it back down. We went to walk out here and went out down the street, and damn if it got about right there behind that wall, we heard a toot on the harmonica. Freaked us out. So I don't know what that means. Somebody snuck in behind us and did it. I doubt it. It looked pretty empty in there to me, except for dead people. So that's about it. Most of what I've been talking about was Revolutionary War stuff today. However, right here on this road somewhere, I'm not sure if it was there or down the street, was, wait a minute, sign about William Penn here. Anyway, the lady named Julia Jefferson, and again, that was about the Civil War time. She used to come out and Sundays and go down the river here to Fort Delaware and bring fried chicken and other food and stuff, blankets for the prisoners, the Confederate prisoners that were down there. And evidently she was a pretty decent lady from what I heard, but she lived right over there. So anyway, down here, just want to go real quick on this because it's getting kind of dark out here. And they're getting ready to close up everything around here. Out here, you got the waterfront right here. Out here, there's a tall ship that comes in called the Nickel. I think it's here on the weekends. I don't know where they keep it stored, but it ties off out there, and people get on over here, and they take you for a tour down the river. And it looks pretty cool. It looks like a really neat thing. I was thinking about maybe joining up, part of the crew for a summer. Like it's 1 or 2 days a week. Anyway, here you go. Anyway, it only comes through on the weekends, I think. And really neat, really neat. There's a map here. Anyway, the Nickel docks in this pier to get on there. I have another channel I haven't even hardly used or did anything with. It's called, I forgot the name of it. Oh, the Jolly Rogers. It's all about pirates type stuff. Thinking about putting pirate stories and whatnot on there, just for something to do. I haven't really done much with it at all. Another backup channel, more or less. Water's moving along pretty good. Anyway, that's Delaware City down there. I don't know if you can see it on the horizon. Right beyond that is Fort Delaware, where they kept Confederate prisoners. And here's the wharf over here. Boat out there. I don't know if you guys can see it. Cargo ship down there. And a bridge. I can't remember what bridge that is. I should know it. Delaware Memorial Bridge, possibly. Yeah, I think that's what that is. And if you look over this way, I believe it's down here, is Salem Nuclear Power Plant on the other side. That's Jersey over there. That's where we're going to end the video. This old building here, Jessup's Tavern. Literally, this place right here was they rebuilt it or something, and originally it was a home for somebody, and it was here. The original home, I think, was here 100 years before the Declaration, so in the 1600s. Pretty neat little tavern in there. And again, the Swedes were here, I think, right before the English got here. And the Swedes were over in Jersey. Swedes barrel right up the river. And one more clip I'm going to put on here before I close this video off is over here, just a quick flash of William Penn statue on the way out of here. Turn it off for a second. Right over here, I think, and I'm not sure, this whole building has been here since way back, and probably went along with this courthouse. I'm only guessing that this is probably like a carriage house or whatever you would call it. You come through here, maybe there's a paddock on the other side for tying your horses off or whatever. But over here is the statue of William Penn, who they named Pennsylvania after. Penn was this guy, William, and Sylvania means forested area, I believe. It's full of trees, all kinds. Beautiful state, Pennsylvania is. Lived there most of my life, and then moved to Delaware. But here he is here. This is William Penn. He was here about 100 years before. Oh, here you go. It's some kind of saying on the graveyard down there. They gave him a key to the fort, right? And little twigs of a tree. And I think that's a picture of water from the river. That was like symbolic of him owning the land. They gave him the land. So, but to me, it seems like some kind of Masonic thing again. A key, pitcher of water, just some symbolism. All right, so that's it. Have a good one, YouTube.